Hey gamers, we're back today with another game review. And as you can see for today, we've got Tomb of the Lizard King. This is an outstanding module for different reasons, so let's see why. One of the biggest things that makes me recommend this module is that this module shows great imagination and originality in the villain. I like to take monsters from D&D and change something about them. Make them unique in a way that wouldn't be expected by a party. Do something with a creature that hasn't been done before. I think some DMs feel that they must leave monsters the way they're shown in the monster manual. I feel what we see in the manual is just the average individual. I see nothing wrong with making a unique individual that has some special ability that the others don't. Genetic mutations happen, magic happens, and anything else you can dream up. Just wait until you see what's different about the villain that we're going to look at today. So as player characters learn about the problems which are plaguing this region, it starts with highway robbery. The southlands of the area are suddenly overrun by brigands. The trade caravans have come to a complete halt, and the local count wants this ended. 3 weeks earlier, the count sent 30 fighting men to the area where trouble has occurred, which is near the village of Wacom. None of the soldiers were ever seen again. There hasn't been so much as a rumor of what happened to them. The Count decides that a new approach is needed. A special group of volunteers are needed to discover the fate of the first expedition, investigate the reports of highway robbery, and put an end to it all. Now we get some background information on the area. 250 years earlier, there was a great lizard king named Sakatha. This lizard king was not like other lizard men. He was far more intelligent, not to mention greedy and evil. In his lifetime, Sakatha ruled over the lizard men of the Great Southern Swamp and managed to extend his territory greatly over his life. The large extent of his rule made Sakatha very wealthy, and he was able to employ powerful mages to assist him. One of Sakatha's most ambitious projects was to build his own tomb, a vast temple tomb complex hidden in the heart of the swamp. Sounds like this guy had the same mentality of the pharaohs of Egypt. The tomb is rumored to exist to this day somewhere in the swamp. Among Sakatha's treasure was a ring of wishes. Sakatha first used the item to obtain spell casting abilities. Even with these spell abilities, he was defeated. In a battle with the men of Eor, E-O-R, that's how it's pronounced, Sakatha was mortally wounded, and as he lay dying, he used his second wish. He wished that he might live to drink the blood of those who defeated him and the blood of their offspring through the ages. This provided the means for his return. 200 years later, he has returned, but not as he thought he would. He has returned as a vampire. So we have a vampire lizard king with spell-casting abilities. Well, he did say he wanted to drink their blood, so I guess in a way he got what he wanted. Sakatha now wishes to retake the Great Southern Swamp and take horrible revenge on the house of those who defeated him centuries ago. Sakatha has managed to gather some powerful allies in recent years. One ally is a demon-worshipping cleric who has formed an alliance with Sakatha and works with him in the swamp stronghold. Now that the background for all this is set, let's get back to the story. When the party hears of the Count's needs, they respond. The party is told to travel to the south, learn the fate of the soldiers led by Barto Troon, find the brigands, eliminate them, and find out if there's any further evil behind these attacks. As the party is learning more about the attacks from merchants and the Count, something unexpected happens. Mordrin, the demon-worshipping cleric, appears and attempts to kill the Count. In front of many witnesses he appears, casts a flame strike, and then disappears. This certainly gets the Count's attention, so the players are encouraged to move quickly. The party will now head south, and there are some random encounters along the way. They include wild animals, hill giants, ogres, lizard men, and more. Now, if the players stop at an inn along the way south, they may hear a minstrel sing a song about Sakatha. The players may be smart enough to figure out that Sakatha has returned as an undead, or maybe something else. So what that ballad is on the screen right now, if you'd like to read all of that. Further south, there's a big lizard man ambush. These lizard men are smarter than most, and Sakatha has sent them. So don't forget to play them as smart individuals. Sakatha's been using magical powers to watch over the players, so he's directing all of these attacks. Further down the road, the players will find Barto Troom, the leader of the lost soldiers. He'll pretend to need help, but he's been charmed and is now an agent of the Lizard King. Troom will work hard to misdirect the adventurers and report on them if given a chance. Soon the players will find the village named Wakem, which lies on the edge of the Great Southern Swamp. The players will pass the town just before entering the swamp. Most of the village has been burned and only a few people remain. While at the village, or sometime in the night, two brigands will attempt to lure the party out into an open area, and it's there that they'll be attacked by a very old black dragon. Sakatha has sent the dragon to kill the party members. If caught in the open, this could be deadly to the party. If the party survives, they'll move on into the swamp. There are some fun encounters which include giant frogs, giant snakes, Catoblepas, if I'm saying that properly, which can kill with nothing more than a look. And there's more monsters that'll be found too. Eventually the party will find the temple. Brigands, water weirds, and the black dragon, if still alive, guard the entrance. That's a very good guard. So just getting in will be a challenge. The first dungeon level is the Brigands' Lair. Brigands, clerics, lizard men, trolls, wolves, wights, jackalwares, and even a demon are found on this level. Who thought they would see a dragon and demon so soon into the temple? The players must be wondering what they have wandered into and what will be in the lower levels. Dungeon level 2 is a great cavern. There are wights, lizard men, hill giants, and traps all waiting for the players. At the third level of the dungeon, there'll be lizard women vampires, a demon-worshipping cleric if he's still alive, and Sakatha, the vampiric lizard king. Should be a great battle. This module introduced the vampiric lizard man as a new monster to the game. The stats for another one is listed at the end of the module. This makes me wonder if maybe there should be a lich lizard man, since this one was a powerful wizard. Maybe you will be the first to add this to your adventures. I highly recommend the Tomb of the Lizard King as an adventure. It's well written, has a unique end boss to fight, and won't take too much time for the DM to learn. Let me know if you run this adventure, and please tell me how it all ended. As always, you can find these modules at DriveThruRPG and the DM's Guild. Most of these adventures are around $5, easy to change to 5th edition rules or any you like, and fun to play. So everybody enjoy.